Lord Julian Rousseau and his fiancée Thea Melbourne. The attendant stepped away after his announcement, making room for us to begin our descent down the stairs. The whispers started immediately. I spared a single glance to the ballroom below. The royalty of the vampire world mingled with familiars young and old below enchanted glass chandeliers hanging in midair. The effect was no less stunning now than it had been centuries ago. The room's arched windows were draped with snow-laden gardens, each laced with frosted ivy. In the very center of the space, a large evergreen sparkled with lights that winked in and out like stars in the night sky. The room was filled with lingering remnants of magic, bits of enchantments that had survived the curse. But despite the wintry theme, everyone here was dressed in gowns that revealed tempting amounts of flesh, or tuxedos without a jacket. It was the Solstice, in name only. A chance for immortals to show off their wealth, and witches to show off their dwindling skills. But I didn't care about any of that. I was only interested in confirming the rumors circling the room, that Julian Rousseau was off the market. Heads bowed and eyes darted as the news of my engagement rippled over the crowd. Only one pair of eyes remained fixed on me. My mother's pupils were inky black as she glowered at us, and next to me, my mate stumbled. It was only enough for me to notice. But I noticed. Still, it was nothing compared to the anger rolling off the woman at my side. I met Thea's furious glare with the most charming smile I could muster, but her eyes only narrowed. She righted herself carefully, regaining her composure and balance. "Sorry," I whispered. Thea muttered something about cliffs and warnings, but she squared her shoulders and turned a blinding smile on me. I knew better than to trust that smile. I was in trouble again. "Yes, you are," she murmured, maintaining her composure masterfully. "But I'm not about to let your mother see us fighting." "I'll make it up to you later," I promised, placing my hand over hers as we started down the stairs. There was a collective gasp from the crowd, and the murmurs turned into scandalized whispers. "You forgot your gloves," Thea said at about the moment I realized the same thing. "Thanks for reminding me," I said dryly. "No problem." Her grin widened and finally reached her eyes. She was enjoying this. "I might have remembered sooner, but I was recovering from a near-death experience." "Now you're just being dramatic." "Should we go back to the car?" she suggested, guessing correctly that I didn't have any with me. I'd been so focused on her, on the ring she now wore, that I hadn't thought to grab them from the glove compartment. But I was already guiding her to the next step, and the bare hands sent a message all their own. "Let's not worry about it." "Rebel?" She arched an eyebrow as she stepped delicately down to the plush ivory runner that lined the stairs. I kept my eyes on her, ignoring the curious eyes stalking us below. Let them talk. I was not convinced Thea's choice of footwear was safe to wear out, especially on these ancient stairs, regardless of the carpet. They did have many other enticing qualities, like making her tall enough to easily kiss, while also turning her legs into temptation itself. Later, I planned to lift her off her feet and fuck her against a wall with those heels digging into my back. Thea's breath caught as she read my thoughts, her cheeks flushing into a tantalizing shade. Then the scent of sweet melon bloomed around me. "Promise?" "Absolutely," I muttered as I lifted her hand to my mouth and kissed it. She blushed more deeply, and my nostrils flared as I drank in the arousal drenching her. I hadn't intended to cause that reaction, even if I appreciated it. But the kiss had given me a chance to show off the ring she now wore over her satin gloves. If we were forced to attend these archaic rituals, I'd put our presents to good use. The announcement, the kiss, even my forgotten gloves only spread the news faster. I was truly off the market, permanently